got a brand new leak showing the progression for Illuvium. You can see there's 2 different synergies that you can equip. You can have one class, and then you can basically go through the trees of these systems. We found out all of this on the recent MMO Town Hall with Rogier, Perry, and Tholke. And it was actually a pretty good town hall, especially the first half. Recommend you go watch it. We will talk about that a little bit later. But there's quite a bit to get onto today, a little bit of information here and there. But I think October is really going to heat up when it comes to Illuvium. And we might be getting the vertical slide. Like, I don't think we're going to get it in October, but it just feels like it's so close. Like, some of the leaks we've been seeing recently have been really exciting, and they're showing some serious progress on it.
Yes. Yep.
You've seen the leaks yourself, Taran. Does it look like we're getting closer? What do you think of them?
Yeah, I mean, things are looking really good, man. I'm really excited. Obviously, like just talking about the things that we're talking about. The big thing that I'm seeing, and I've spoken to Kieran about this as well, is it's cool to see that with the uptick in, thanks to the social media intern, as you put it.
I love the social media intern. You know that.
Yeah, the intern is great. Very handsome, I've heard.
Okay. I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, like we've seen a lot more interest. Like there's obviously some of the people outside of, and what I mean by that is it's the people outside of the Illuvium community that we're starting to see take notice of Illuvium again. And I think that's really cool. And then knowing, like, so it's a two-pronged thing that I'm seeing. It's one, people outside the community starting to pay attention again. And then 2, knowing what hasn't been published yet, knowing that the stuff that they have coming up, the stuff that they're working on, the stuff that's almost ready to go out, like there's a lot of things here. It's like, you know, in the movies how they tie a little bomb and then they've got the wick that's burning all the way through.
Sure.
That's kind of what it feels like. It's like the people are starting to pay attention and we're getting closer and closer to this massive thing blowing up. And it's just very, very exciting to see. So, yeah, I'm feeling very, very good. Is all I can say.
The other thing I've noticed about it is I don't think I saw anyone say anything negative about the main clip.
There was a couple.
No one that like quote retweeted it and stuff though.
I don't know if they quote retweeted it, but I mean there are a couple of people like that were being genuinely
there were some comments.
Yeah, I mean, some people were genuinely being like critical, which is completely fine. Of like, hey, it looks good, but it's the feel still like doesn't seem right. And it's like, yep, completely fair.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have called that negative.
No, I mean, that's constructive. That's constructive. And then there were other people which I thought this was jokes. I was like, oh, what do you want to see next? Token back at all time high. Like it was just fun shit like that.
Always.
But no, I mean. Yeah, I mean, some people were like, yo, like, yeah, it was very, 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 very small. But it was like, oh, these guys are still here. They're still trying. Like, it's just like, okay, like, we can't actually take you seriously. No one was really saying, like, negative shit about the content itself.
Like, people knew it was, like, a prototype, right? They knew it was unfinished.
I don't think
everyone was super excited for the vision. I wouldn't say anyone that was, like, genuine or like not just like a toxic for the sake of being toxic was being like, okay, yeah, everyone was just like, this is exciting, I can see where this is going, this is what I've been waiting for, and people were a little skeptical. They were like, I hope they pull it off. Obviously people have every right to be skeptical and critical of Illuvium at this point, but there was a lot of hope. There was a lot of hope in the comments and all the quote retweets and things like that.
I mean, we see people gets me excited. Like, yeah, we see people like Sam Stefanina. We've seen people like Sam Stefanina. We've seen people like Icy. Icy's been covering like crazy. It's just crazy to see like the uptick there. Even Spike. Like there's just a bunch of people. Even like Oscar Matt. Bro, when was the last time we saw Matt? That was crazy. I was like, okay. So yeah, man. Like I say, it just feels like that picture that I drew is exactly what I feel like I'm seeing, is that wick burning down and more people are just adding to the flame, making it go down faster and faster, which is, yeah, it's just very, very good. like in general, man, it just yeah. I mean, what the positivity is just drowning out any of the negativity, even on like X, like the hate comments and stuff, like the hate accounts. I don't even see them.
Yeah,
Like,
no one pays them any attention because they know it's just like it's not fun talking to them.
look,
Really,
I
let's
think,
put it that
but
way. It's
like
not fun engagement.
when it was quiet, they were getting engagement. But now it
Mm,
seems like there's a lot more positivity, and no one cares about the shit that they're saying. It's just like, all right, whatever, bro. Like, who cares? So,
mm.
yeah, fascinating, fascinating.
All right, let's jump into the announcements. First one is the Illuvium Arena V 1.14.0 testnet update. A new testnet patch. Oh, I should have brought up the tweet with the like graphic. It's my bad. Highlights include balance adjustments across alluvials and all the rest of it. We can see the full patch notes right here.
I think they added the image into this. Oh no, they did it in the
I don't think
announcement.
so.
They added the image in the announcement as well.
Did they really?
Yeah, they should have.
I don't see it. It's not here.
They go down. There it is. Yeah.
Okay, so we can see
a couple of things are wrong. The Umber and Slashing didn't get buffed. That was a mistake by the intern.
yeah, they got buffed.
No, they didn't.
They were buffed on the testnet patch, but maybe it didn't carry over, and that's where the mistake happened. Yeah, so Ramfire line, we got Dual F line with a buff, we got Monarch with a buff. These weapons all got buffed. Silvered Blade got nerfed. That was huge. It went down from the every third attack does 300% damage. Went down from 300% to 200%, which is a really big deal because that thing is insanely good. These two weapons are really good as well. I didn't use the Maulers a whole lot. I don't know if you know if they're good.
Yeah, a lot of people are using them.
Seeing guys that get nerfed, I do see a lot of players, so it must have been pretty good. Blotto get nerfed was quite interesting. All the empath links obviously need to be nerfed, and baby links got nerfed, which is quite interesting
did you
as
see
well.
the meme of "I don't want to play with you anymore"?
Oh yeah, I did. It was so good.
So good, yo.
Okay, we've also
social
got
media intern is that person deserves a raise.
It could be a she. We don't know.
That's why I said that person.
Yeah. And we got the leaderboard here with the final points. This is after the IPL 1000 ended, right?
That's the final points, yes.
Yeah. So we got I'm a Fishy on 29, Not Complain on 27, Soda on 27, and Web3 on 26.
Those are the points for the competition. You know that, right?
Oh, that's not for IPL. That's
No.
for the 1000.
Correct.
Sorry, it's been a long day. So I'm a Fishy actually won.
Yes, he did.
We haven't seen him win in quite a while, have we? But he used to win
I don't think we've seen him win an IPL event at all.
Not an IPL, but we've seen him win some Infernos and things, I think.
Oh, right. No, he's a really, really nice guy, man. Got to chat with him. Really, really nice guy. Really cool. I mean, everyone there is cool. Nice. Like, it was just a sick final, man. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Did you see the highlights?
No. It shits me that the spectator mode doesn't have the information to actually help me learn from it.
Yeah.
And so it really puts me off watching it, if I'm being quite frank.
It's not. I mean, with the commentators and stuff, with the casters, is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, go to the pinned comment on the Illuvium.
There's nothing against the casters and thing. My point for watching it would be to learn to improve myself.
Yeah.
But I can't. Yeah. And so that, I don't know.
Well, I'll watch it just because it's interesting. Like, it is pretty hype. Like, some of the stuff that they do is.
I want to watch the final. I want to watch the final. I'll go back and watch it at some point.
Yeah. Now, peep the highlight. It's like 20 seconds.
Where is it? It's on Twitter?
Yeah, it's just pinned on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now it was really cool. I really, really enjoyed it. I watched it from start to finish. Really, really fun event. And yeah, the social media intern told me like the post from the social media intern told me that the post about the IPL just over that weekend got like hundreds of thousands of impressions as well, which was cool to hear.
Nice. You should put. I didn't even realize this was a highlight video because I didn't even see the caption at the top. Mm-hmm. The intern, we should tell them to put like giant text IPL 1000 highlight at the very start, almost like a thumbnail, so that I know what to expect when I'm just scrolling.
It's something that they're discussing. Like they're trying
the intern's discussing.
Yeah, marketing as a whole. It's the second week that they've tried it, so just trying to find like this did way better, like 10x better than week 1. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we iterate.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, share it and we can watch just like 20 seconds.
We got it.
Ramp by casting one more time.
Down to half health for a lot of these Luvials. Here comes the Omega power here from this ramp fight.
Here comes a big charm, taking down Not Complain.
That's a tanky Lynx, but it's still going to get chewed through. And now it's finally onto the Ranger. As the Ranger gets its Omega, though, it does end up falling. And there we go. I'm a fishy.
Not a whole lot of narrative there.
Nah, I mean, it's just highlights.
Would be cool to see highlights from the
Here comes the Omega power.
What's that?
Would be cool to see highlights from the match-winning game and stuff like that.
There's not
cool.
you could.
Like as well, like an additional video. I don't know.
Yeah. By the way, real quick, just for jokes, peep your DMs.
Yeah.
Check that video. It's just a different version of it. So funny, bro.
The intern sent it to you.
Yeah.
Time.
Down to half health for a lot of these Luvials. Here comes the Omega power here from this ramp fight.
Here comes a big charm, taking down Not Complain.
That's a tanky Lynx, but it's still going to get chewed through. And now it's finally onto the Ranger. As the Ranger gets its Omega, though, it does end up falling. And there we go.
I have no comment.
That's so cold. Imagine if that went on socials, bro.
Let's have a look at some of these events. We've got the Daydream tournament tomorrow, Council and Play tomorrow morning, IPL Sit and Go Qualifier 1 this weekend. We got Qualifier 1 and 2, and the main tournament this weekend, 250. Kind of feels odd to go from 1,000 to a 250. Would have been better to ladder down and the ladder back up. Daydream tournament as well, and then a few more IPL things, and oh my god, there's a lot to scroll through. Okay, after that we got some leaks. Rogier posted this. He said, "Don't roam the world in pod pajamas," and I think people have started calling them pod jamas, which I do actually find that quite funny. I don't know if that was a real laugh or a fake laugh, but I actually quite like it.
Nah, it's pretty funny. I like that. Dad
right.
Jokes. I'm a big fan of
Then we got this AI leak from Dimitri. Very cute. Would give them a pat on the head. For anyone who doesn't know, penguins are actually my favorite animal of all time. Do you have a favorite animal?
A gorilla.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
I've never heard anyone say that before.
The gangster as hell.
What's your daughter's favorite animal?
Bro, she's 10.
10
months. She's 10 months.
10-year-old
I am her favorite animal.
I'm sure you put like little toys and stuff in front of her and she picks one.
I am her favorite animal.
Okay.
She picks me.
So gorilla as well. Her smelly dad.
Yes.
Okay, this one's really cool. I like that. I'm liking these cinematic grok videos. They're just neat. They just add like this little bit of aura and presence to just like a static pic.
I disagree, but
God, grok sucks at audio though. Holy shit. It can't do it to save its life.
I don't know if that's grok or not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. The audio would be better if it was VO. VO's quite good at it. We've also got the Enforcer armor set. I wonder what he prompted. I have no idea. And we've got this one. Imagine riding your Titanor into battle. Pretty cute. And then we've got a work in progress update of the Illuvium news section. Actually quite like it. So it'd be good to see these outside of the blogs, see the news sort of stuff. I'm sure a lot of this stuff is going to go directly into the game client as well. So everything's kind of like being built out now. Like a lot of the features and things for a lot of this stuff has been done. Now we're just starting to build out a lot of the quality of life things that just make it all less of a pain. Let's put it that way. I've also got these ones. During the town hall, Rogier actually dropped some leaks into the Discord. I downloaded these two, but I wasn't allowed to download the next one I've got for you. But these two I've got downloaded, so let's have a look. It actually looks decently engaging. A part of me just constantly imagines what this would be like in like a group of 3 or 4 people, and like it might be kind of easy at that point. It's hard to take my lens away from that, but I think this looks pretty fun.
I don't think it is. It's actually pretty interesting. I was playing Hades just last night for like an hour, the new Hades, and it reminds me of that. Like it just, again, if we can kind of capture that feeling, like it's a good feeling of that chaotic, powerful, like that. That's just
That's good. Here's the doorman. So it looks like this is a stage before the main boss fight with Blixen. I always like fights where you have like a larger 1 or 2 presences and then a bunch of ranged foes just like harassing you from a distance, as long as it's not overdone. I always think they make for pretty interesting fights. I love the way he falls down. I can't get over it. And that beam and everything. So it's really cool to see they have quite a variety of different interesting, unique attacks. The doorman, the little orb thing, and the Blixen boss and things like that. So I think a lot of effort's been put into this. I'd like to see something a little bit more scalable. I think if you've got you need to try and add a new boss every couple of months, and they look quite hands-on to develop.
I don't think that's real.
I don't know.
You don't need to add a new boss every couple of months.
I think we need new content as often as possible. But
I mean, in the phase that we're in, the building phase, I understand. But like once the game is complete, there are games that just don't change bosses. Like that's again. But for an MMO, yes, we need consistent stream of content.
Yeah. So the reason I can't get this up in full screen is because it's an MOV file. But it's actually really cool. They like charge up an ability and fire it in front. The SFX for this has been done really well. So really cool to see them starting to work on that little bit of polish that kind of ties it all together. So. Yeah, hyped to see that. Really,
I do wish that these leaks were going to the intern.
I'm sure they are. The intern could just grab them. This one's really cool. There's another one. I think that's like the same thing, but the colors all look very, very different. 2 Tholon cores form within groups of the Rangers. Its suit core focuses all power towards the hand. The energy creates a heat vortex surrounding the core, causing air to combust into flames, spinning around the cores. And then they shoot them forward and stuff like that. So really like those leaks. We'll also see the leak of the thing. We'll talk about that in a minute. Then we've got in-game economy tracker, which is a conversation started by Paz, the man himself. And this is a feature that's been missing from Illuvium Arena for years. And I can't wait for them to add it in. I don't know how much TFT you've played, but on the side of the board in TFT is actually like a little UI trick that shows how good their economy is, basically. If they have 50 gold, you'll see like 5 little gold orb things, basically. But you can see that when you're battling against them. You can see when you're scouting them and things like that. So you get an idea of how good your opponent's economy is. And this doesn't seem like much at first, but it's actually really useful information because you go like, okay, they're way more powerful than me. Oh, but their economy's shot. So I will be able to catch up and get ahead of them later. If I don't roll down too heavily and stuff. And it helps you play against the opponent in front of you a bit better. And Neil says that we're aware of its importance and benefits, and we'll have it on the to-do list. I'll take care of it. So it is on their radar, which is really good to hear.
Yeah.
The other thing is the IMC meeting minutes from September 29. I don't think I've covered these ones. First up, council restructuring. So Philo will actually leave the council and replace Rich while he's out of office. Dr. Spoon will then move to the IMC, and Mission Pool will actually move to the ICC. Snapshot is no longer a thing, so they're going to start doing votes in the Discord. I don't know what that's going to look like, but that's going to be a bit interesting. And yeah, discussion about Council Zero Pay and all that sort of stuff. They're going to have that internally. So as Epoch enters its 5th month, they're going to do the peer review, and then council members may get access to the MMO for testing purposes, pending access set up from labs. I've been hearing that for 2 councils straight. So good luck. Okay, then we have the leak. Let's talk about this. So, for quick context, anyone who hasn't watched the town hall yet, basically your class, you get to pick one class, and they might have a way to change it, but I think it's going to be mostly static for your character. and then you have the 2 affinities. And basically, you can upgrade this core of the affinity, which might boost your attack damage or energy gain or whatever. And then you'll have like 3 outer rings of progressively more powerful abilities, right? I really like the scalability of how you can put mostly as many points as you want into a given tile. And then you can mix and match them and highly customize your character however you want. Highly free, not very restrictive, very, I don't know, just very open to your own interpretation. What do you think of it?
Of what specifically?
The entire way they've set up the progression mechanics. This is like the core to progression in Illuvium.
Yeah, I won't give an opinion on it until I've tried it myself. Like I don't want to say, because I could be like, yo, it's the best thing in the world. Try it out and be like, yo, this ain't it. Or I could say the opposite. So yeah, ask me next week. If we talk about it again, ask me next week. Maybe I'll have something for you then.
I think a big factor about it is going to be, one, how fast you level up. I would like to see that you can go to like level 200 and you level up like relatively quickly. And so you're just like stacking points at all these different places and stuff like that. I think that could be pretty engaging. Overall, I like it. And what I'll say is that I like its simplicity. I think Perry was talking about this. I was listening to it, so it was hard for me to tell who was talking at what time. I think Perry was talking about this, that they're trying to make something that has depth, but is also highly intuitive. It's not overwhelming or overly complex or anything like that. I think they've done a good job with that goal set here. Again, like you said, I don't know how it's going to actually feel when you play with it. But I like them having simple systems. Many simple systems together make a deep and rich system. And I think they're doing pretty well with that. So I like it.
Yeah, I'm keen to try it out.
Yeah, they understand, Peter. They're working on it. Localization is actively being developed. And then mobile will come when Arena is ready. I didn't really consider some of those aspects, and I think they're fair. Where kind of the game needs better onboarding before you put it on mobile. That is a absolute must, and it needs better. But I hope onboarding doesn't take too long to develop. We've also got this from Icy, who managed to shout out Illuvium. Not the first time this month. There's been quite a few times. But let's hear what he had to say.
I counted 6 times in the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
Next is Illuvium. Their latest MMO teaser is looking pretty solid with improved animations.
I just say he's so contagious with that smile.
Yeah, I reckon he's going to win
and
that
better effect
thing.
Hopefully.
And overall, the world just feels more active and alive. Kieran, Illuvium's co-founder, has been open about the game's long development cycle and where things went wrong, but the team's clearly listening. It feels like they went back to the drawing board, and you can start to feel the momentum picking back up. There's still a ways to go, but it's showing some real potential, so kudos to them. And finally, we have Spludge Wars. This is a new trailer.
Nice. Love to hear it, Icy. Thank you so much, mate. Okay. The other thing is Jake making a comment on the game. He's saying a new showcase for Illuvium. Imagine fighting, evolving, and earning. I don't know what metin is, but with crypto, that would be brilliant. Really very excited. Here's the leak. You can see multiplayer, battling enemies, new regions, new areas, new abilities, fighting with players, capturing Illuvium. That gets a very new system. And losing to an Axodon. Love to see it. Oh, crap. I had that full screen. Whoops. Okay, we've got to see Toriel got a first place position, which is great to see. They learned something and they managed to have it pay off. And the King Scoriox is doing some awesome stuff with Grok right here. You can see this leak animated. The Illuvium intern could really learn something from this. Instead of just posting that leak, they should animate them.
Yeah, I just disagree.
I'm kidding.
I think AI. No, I'm actually going to say this actually because it's funny. It's the same thing. Is like if you go to the leaks discussion in the Discord, they're talking about it right now as well, even internally. But it's like how much AI is the right amount, and I think it needs to be used very, very sparingly, and like in specific things. It shouldn't replace the majority. I dead set think it needs to be like 5%, 10%. like 10% max. It needs to be very, very small. It just needs to help augment certain content pillars that are bottlenecked by just production, like pipelines. So
I would use it for narrative, is what I would say.
what do you mean by that?
For stories, for short stories, I would use AI.
Like, elaborate, like explain to me what that means.
A cartoonified animated series, you could pull that off with AI.
I actually don't think that's where I'm like, I don't think so, because I think that cheapens until AI gets to a point, and I still think where, like, look, I'll say it like this: what you're saying makes sense, and I agree with you. I don't think it's the right time now. I don't think the quality is at a point where it's consistent enough, quality is high enough. You're getting hit and misses. For something like that to happen, it needs to be consistently at a quality that we're satisfied with, and I think that's 6 to 12 months away. Which is why even if people have seen, I've been going back and forth with Dimitri in the public Discord, where I'm like, yo, I think it's 6 to 12 months. He's laughing at me, and I'm like, I think it. But anyway, so
I agree,
yes,
it's not there yet, but it's definitely not 6 to 12 months. We're about 2 months away.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take that bet any day. It's no chance. No chance for it to be consistently at the level that we need in 2 months. But yeah, so there are certain things like where AI can be utilized, but like I say, it needs to be very, very select. Like, we need to be very selective. Let's say we're putting out. Let me do some quick math. Let's say we're putting out 14 pieces of content a day. There are 7 days in a week. So let's round up. Let's say 100 pieces of content. Yeah, if 5 of them are AI, I'd say that's okay. More than that, it's too much. Even 10 is, I think 10% is too much. It has to be 5 or under. Everything else needs to be legit, whether it's gameplay, whether it's images, whether it's this or that. Because that way, no one can come to us and be like, oh, yeah, you guys are cheap. This ain't real. It's just AI. It's 5%, and then 95% is quality. Like, it's proper product.
Yeah.
And so that needs to be such an overwhelmingly large number that the naysayers don't actually have ammunition to say shit. Like I say, it needs to be there to augment what we're doing, not replace it. And 10% is too much. Any more than that's too much. So I think that's the big thing. Like, it needs to be a very, very small amount.
To continue on that thread, the AI needs to, when you say augment, this is how I view it. The AI needs to fill a gap that Illuvium cannot fill without the AI. Yeah. And it needs to be a gap that needs filling. That's like an actually necessary piece of content that would be beneficial for people to see.
Yeah.
That cannot be done with your standard pipelines, or at least not to a cost-effective manner.
Yeah.
I don't know what slot that is. I think
I'll say
little narrative stuff, but you're right, the quality's not quite there to achieve that yet.
So today, I'll give you a situation today, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Chat can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm very curious because this is the way I'm thinking about it. So one of our biggest strengths is our IP. Obvious. Everyone knows that. The designs of the Illuvials. Yep, we all know that. Someone, I forget who it was, but someone sent me that video of like the links on the beach with the squiz. And I think that's what you're talking about with more narrative stuff, and I get that. Yeah. But right now, the only content we have around our Illuvials is the NFT art, where it's just a plain background. Combat, which is in the game, but it's inconsistent in terms of how we want. Like, we don't have a god mode where we can build out scenarios. It's just there's a lot of RNG and stuff. We don't have control. And then there's like the key animations, like when you capture it and it falls in, it does rah, like it's so those are the 3 things that we have. We want to try and show off our Illuvials way, way more. I won't say what I was working on just behind the scenes, but the little side project that I had that was just fun, right? But it shows the Illuvials in a different manner, whether it's showing their personality, whether it's showing where they are in their habitat, their environment. Again, if we're saying that there are so many things that so many different avenues and ways that we can show the Illuvials, if we take, let's say there's 5 different ways that we can showcase alluvials, which we should look at all 5. If you look on the My Collection page, there's like the Cole journals. Who was Cole, and why does he have notes on them? But that's an avenue that we can say, oh, look, pieces of content about this, about its behavior, its personality, about its habitat. So like if there's the combat stuff, so if there's 4 or 5 avenues, and we say that one of those can be supplemented with AI, like the habitat stuff, that's something where I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And we're still putting 4 different other things that are all done like manually, and then you've got one option which is AI. That really hurt. Like that's the way I'm looking at it right now, and that's a case where you're like, I can't see where it fits. Getting and some alluvials, that can help right now.
Yeah, I totally get that. I think one of the something people forget about Pokemon when they build out their designs is Pokemon has this really cool way of they build it into the designs itself. They use the Pokedex as well, but they build it into their lore where they build out the Pokemon's ecological identity. For example, like Wiglet comes out of the ground and you can see that, and that's kind of so he lives at the beach, right? And that sort of thing. I think that sort of stuff's really powerful. I don't think just putting an alluvial by its habitat necessarily achieves that completely. But having a mixture of alluvials in different environments and things like that sort of stuff is kind of hard it takes a lot longer to do without AI. And so I think, that sort of stuff is really good. And you really got to tie together the characters, their ecology. And if you can do that with AI, I think that would be effective for sure.
Yeah. I think right now it's hard, but yeah, in the future, ideally.
Like even something simple as like Arcalion like loves nature, right? So maybe him like sniffing a nearby rose or plant or something.
Oh, if that's what you mean, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. What do you think I meant?
Just like them together, like putting them
together as a component, because maybe like an Arcalion is traveling with like 4 or 5 Arcoses, and that's the way they live in their herd. I think that would be really powerful as well.
Yeah, that will take longer to get that consistent. But the other one,
yeah, it's hard.
Pretty much more doable.
Yeah, some of them are easier than others, but I think they all need to be considered.
Yeah. Oh, right. Believe me, I agree.
Yeah. All right, so that's all I got for today. Do you have anything else you want to chat about before we wrap this one up?
Nah, not much, man.
All right, I'm keen to play a game of Gauntlet. I haven't played in a few days. And with that, the download is complete.